Hey, welcome again. This is just me trying to see how strong my new glue is. We'll come back to that in a bit. In this episode, I'm going to revisit the last video where I tried to figure out how to cut a compound mitre. In this video, I'm going to see how we actually do it. And I'm going to try chiselling out the handles again, see if I can do a better job than last time. And I thought it'd be the perfect opportunity while I'm chiselling to test out a 3D printed honing guide and sharpen up that chisel. And I'm going to test out this glue. So I did it. I got my slantiness going on all the way around on this test piece. And it's quite simple really. I couldn't have figured it out by myself though. Because I had a limited amount of scrap wood, I cut the pieces quite thin. And I thought, what if I wanted to cut wider pieces? Because it's quite easy to clamp these thinner pieces down. So I started again with this leftover plywood and got to it. So in the last video, I was substituting the clamps with super glue when I was gluing up. I was wondering if it would be any better if I used an accelerant with the super glue. So I found this on Amazon, Mitre Fast. I might have missed a couple of F's, but there we go. I probably don't need to use wood glue as well, but you can only make it stronger, can't it? So you use the spray on the opposite side. Then it should take 10 seconds to set. There we go, magic. When I was building the tray, I didn't know how to cut the grooves for the base in line with each other. That's why I used the rebate on the bottom. But with this method, I could cut the grooves. You just got to cut them at the same angles as the top, which is 25 degrees here. I used some tongue and groove cladding for the base that I had lying about and slot it in. So I would recommend this glue. It works pretty well for gluing miters, and you'll see how strong it is in a bit. Here's the honing guide that I normally use. I tend to find when I'm sharpening that it leans to one side because of the little wheel at the back. Doesn't really keep it steady. And it can be quite tricky clamping the chisel in, especially with these cheaper honing guides. So I was looking on Thingiverse, a website where people share 3D printed designs, and saw this. Great design, but my diamond plate doesn't fit in it. Then I saw somebody had redesigned it, so it'd roll on top of the plate with ball bearings. So I thought I'd check this out. It didn't last 5 minutes, it snapped in half straight away. So I went back to the original design because I saw these on Amazon. £14, can't go wrong. So I thought I'd been sharpening this chisel at 30 degrees with the other honing guide, but I don't know, it's at some funny angle. So I'm gonna have to grind it down to the angle of this honing guide, which took quite a while. I probably should have used sandpaper instead of wearing down my new diamond plate. I thought I'd try out this supermarket window cleaner as a lapping fluid, but I went for a break and I forgot to wipe it off and it turned all the plate orange. I'm just going to go back to using water next time. Just taking the burr off the back. You should just need 15 passes on each plate now until you feel the burr on the back of the chisel. You can see I've offsetted the chisel to one side of the guide, so I can sharpen on one side of the plate, then I turn it over and sharpen on the other side, so I wear down the plate evenly. I wanted it a bit more shiny, so I went for a bit of wet dry sandpaper. I'm at about 2,500 or 3,000 grit. So I'm glad I printed this honing guide out. I think I'll be using it over the old one from now on. It works even better than I thought it would. Just finish off with some polishing compound on some leather. There we go, nice and shiny. Because I wasn't happy with the chiseling in the last video, I wanted to come back to it and see if I can do a better job. And it's not any better. So I think in episode 4, I'm going to try again. I'm just going to keep trying until I get it right. Last time I marked these lines too high, and this time I've marked them too low. As you'll see that I'm left with lumpy bits when I finish chiseling. I'll get it right in the end. And this is something I should have done last time, round over the edges with a router. It finishes the handle off quite nice. My router bit's a bit low here because it left a line around the top. I need to figure out why I'm leaving burn marks. Might be because I'm going a bit slow, or the router bit's quite old and blunt.